All right, we're going to continue working on percent problems and focusing on like that their percent is out of 100. Okay, so we're using factors of 100 in this lesson. It says answer each part below and describe your method. I'm not going to describe your method, but I want to give you a couple different methods of solving. Okay, if 39 is 1% of a number, what is the number? Okay, so guess what? Quantity equals percent times whole. Okay, so remember our is part is a quantity, so I'm going to plug in 39 here, equals 1%. 1%. Take the decimal point, move it over 2 times. So that's 0.01 times our whole, which we don't know. So I'm solving for x. I got to get rid of this 0.01. It's being multiplied, so I'm going to divide. Okay, then just grab my calculator. We get 3,900. Okay, so remember, we were talking about 1%. That's very small. So 39 is just 1%. We got to multiply that by 100 times to get 100, right? So 1 times 100, or 39 times 100 is 3,900. So another way we could think about this is thinking about it like, let me write down. 1% is 1 per 100. We have 39, and we want to know that's 39 out of what number here, right? This is called like a percent proportion, and we've done proportions. Okay, so another way of doing this, remember, multiple methods here, is I have to go 1 times 39 to get 39. So if I go 100 times 39, I get 3,900. Okay, thinking in terms of two ratios having to be equal. Proportion. Percent proportion is always out of 100. So then that helps us with the next part. Okay, so that's what I mean by we're finding a couple different methods. Now, this only works, of course, when these numbers play nice with each other. So now look at this one. 39 is 10% of a number. So I'm going to use the same one up here. I'm not writing anymore. Our quantity is 39 still, and that equals this time 10%. So I'm going to take 10 and I'm going to move it over to 0.10 times x. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 0.10. Okay. And I'm going to get x equals 39 divided by 0.1 or 0.10, 390. Now, again, you could think percent proportion. 10% is 10 per 100. Well, okay, then 39 is 10. I got to put that here. 39. What did we do to 10 to get 39? Oh, remember what I said? They have to play nice with each other. Okay, that doesn't play nice. Okay, but I want to show you that there's actually another way we can write this. Okay, you could say that 10 and 39 go together, right? So I could say 39 goes with 10, okay? 10%. It's okay. Just trust me for a second here. And we want to go, if 39 is 10% and we want it to be 100, we could go 10 times 10 to get 100. So what happens when I go 39 times 10? You get 390. Okay, the big thing with this percent proportion, okay, and this is just another method of solving, is you have to make sure things are lined up vertically and horizontally. Okay, here's what I mean. 10 and 100, they have to be lined up vertically or horizontally, straight up and down or right next to each other. Same thing for the 10 and the 39, because 39 is 10%. They have to be lined up right next to each other or vertically with each other. Okay, so don't stress if that doesn't quite make sense. We'll work on that more as it goes on, but I just want to introduce you. Sometimes your brain is working like this and you're like, yeah, I get that. Okay, okay, let's do, again, I'm going to use that same formula, so I'm going to scroll up here so I have to write it down. 39 is 5% of what number? Quantity is 39. That equals our percent, 5%, just like we did the 1%. We have to move it 2 times to the left and add a 0 in, times x, and then we divide both sides by 0.05, right? 0.05. 780. Okay. And I'll tell you with this one too. If I say that 39 goes with 5% and 5%, because remember these are the percents here, right? Goes to 100%. What do we do to 5 to get 100%? Well, we times it by 20. So what am I going to multiply 39 by? 20. And watch what happens when I go 39 times 20. Oh, look, it's 780. Okay? So again, just a different method for thinking through our percents and our proportions. Okay? One more example. Derek had a .25 batting average at the end of his last baseball season, which means he hit 25% of the times he was at bat. Okay? So this .25 here and this 25% are the same thing. I don't know the reason, but for some reason when we talk batting averages, we take it to 3 decimal places. Okay? So we want to do like we have been doing. Quantity equals percent times whole. Find your percent first because it's the easiest. 25%, which basically is this number right here. 0.250. Now, he had 47 hits. Is that his whole, his total number of hits, or is it the part, the quantity? Well, that's not the number of times he was at bat. He was at a bat more. So I'll put 47 in here times, not that, X, B, I don't know. And we solve this just like we have been. I'm going to divide both sides by our batting average, 0.250. And it get 188. So we get X equals 188. So let's make sure we're answering the question being asked. If he had 47 hits last season, how many times was he at bat? One. Ooh. No, that's not what my calculator said. Sorry. He was at bat 188 times. All right, so in the lesson today, we're just really we're focusing in the first video on that double number line, seeing if we have a percent, how can we take it to 100? And then in the second one, just kind of saying, hey, be comfortable with numbers. If you can see some kind of ratio and multiply one of them by something, you got to do the same to the other. But really working on becoming more comfortable with percents.